Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Combat Mission Afrika Korps or CMAK. CMAC. Yeah, so last episode it was the conclusion to Blenheim Blunder, 20 turns medium battle. North Africa fighting near a strong point called Blenheim, and it was a draw. Perhaps the first draw ever in my combat mission Let's Play. And it was pretty interesting, 2 percentage point separating between us and them. Anywho, the next battle, I think I just try to keep it in Africa for some time. I mean, there's some Italy-based missions, but it's a bit later on, 1943, so I want to keep it kind of chronologically consistent for a while, both in terms of time and also the locale. And it kind of coincides with what I'm doing in the other LP, Man of War, which is also based out of North African missions or battles that took place. So yeah, it's very interesting how it all kind of coincided, and I'm basically mucking it up in desert. Anywho, I was thinking about doing this particular mission. It's kind of right after the Blenheim blunders, and also it is literally just above it. I was rather interested in seeing what this offers. It's a huge map, 35 turns, so it's a bit of a step up from the last battle, 20 turns to 35. And it involves the Afrika Korps that we know, and also a new faction. I think it's a Free French, the French flag with some cross on it. And yeah, so they're the freedom fighters, maybe the resistant fighters or something, that are based out of France but still continue on fighting alongside the British. Yeah, and let's see what this offers. Let's continue on and see the briefing. Alright, so it's called Bir Hakeim, the last day. It's an Axis assault map. But I think there's some special condition here, yeah, as you can see right down here. Best played as French against German AI, so obviously I think deals with the difficulty, I guess. If you play as a Germans, it might be a bit too easy. Well, maybe then I try as a French for first time ever. June 10th, 1942, Rommel has launched its offensive on the Gazella line 2 weeks ago, which the Blenheim strongpoint battle was won. I think there was a kind of continuing fight that was part of Gazella line battle. And the French position at Bir Hakeim is a threat to its left flank. Or not, sorry, just to its flank. The first Free French Brigade group has repulsed several Italian and German assaults in the last 10 days, and the French commander, General Koenig, is now authorized to leave his position and try to break out of his encirclement. The attempt will take place tonight, but the French must still hold one more day. The French Foreign Legion unit involved in this particular fighting was commanded by Captain Pierre Mesmer, who was to become Prime Minister of the French government in 1972. So we are basically controlling a future Prime Minister. So we gotta check for the names and see whether that's actually reflected. Alright, so nice referential sources. It's definitely historical battle. And for the first time ever, I'm going to play as the French forces, Free French forces. Fog of war full and everything is normal. Click general pattern. And this is the briefing. These last days have been exhausting, but also very satisfying. We repulsed each and every attack from the Axis forces, and this is a great satisfaction for the first large-scale fighting of our small Free French lot. Almost said French fries, I'm sorry. You're on the northern side of the position, which has suffered the most from enemy attacks. Your Foreign Legion company is relieved an exhausted colonial company 2 days ago. And yesterday your troops was overrun by German forces on your last-minute counterattack carried out by a carrier platoon supported by all the artillery tubes left in the position saved the day. Well, there's no artillery anymore for us then. Hill 186 to your left has also been a primary target for enemy attacks. A carrier has just broken down your position, with enemy attack to come very soon. That's called bad luck. Well, thanks. You must prevent the enemy from breaking through the outer defense line and threaten our HQ and services. All at all cost. Well, simple enough. Intelligence finds that the enemy has identified the limit between your company and the colonial company to your left on Hill 186. We think he will try to break through at this point like yesterday when he almost succeeded. We are facing an element of the 90th German Motorized Division, which means tanks, and yeah, a lot of nasty stuff on the ground and also in the air. Of course, yeah, Stukas and whatnot. You command an understrength Bornean Legion company from the 3rd Battalion, 13th DBLE. You have several AT assets, 75, 47, and 25mm, and the company to your left will act in coordination with you. The whole Bir Hakeim position is protected by minefields, with some holes used by jock columns to drive in and out. Beyond this first ring are some mine swamps, minefields with low density intended to slow the enemy or make him think twice before entering into them. Reserves. At this point, our only mobile reserve is a carrier platoon. You may also get more help from our RT guys if things calm down on the other sides of the position. Oh my. So the mines are locked in place to simulate the minefields and mine swamps around Bir Hakeim. So I guess in normal battles, you can place the mines if you're defending. And if the designer had made them available. Other mines and barbed wire are also available for you to deploy. Oh, okay. Represent the endless work by underground COs to maintain and fine-tune defenses breached by the previous fighting or artillery barrages. Be aware that barbed wire is spotted very easily in CM and may give your opponent some hint about the layout of your defense. Well, let's see if the computer is smart enough to probe our defenses around the barbed wire. So we can actually deploy mines and mine swamps and barbed wire. Okay, cool. Okay, so what we have here is a very scant or spread thin, and it's a huge map as you can see. Wow, it's really huge. Oh boy. Yeah, and I think I intentionally made the units look smaller, but in this case I think I just make it a bit larger because it's kind of hard to identify everybody. Yeah, so there'll be some guns and they're exposed out in the open ground. That's not going to do well. And some of these guys, 25 mil. Okay, so how powerful is it? Not really that powerful. It's I don't know whether it's a French gun or British gun, unknown. And there's yeah, your infantry. Let's get close to them. Okay, no anti-tank. Hotchkiss, that's definitely a French machine gun. Actually, there's a tank named Hotchkiss too, so I guess that guy, Hotchkiss, whoever it may be, or the arms manufacturer to the French side. Shot, hill, roll. LMG, okay, you take it back. There's some other machine guns, rather interesting stuff. Anti-tank rifle, cool, alright. Corporal boss. There's 100 AP rounds. Very nice. And the crack unit. Sergeant Bernier. Open ground. Okay, so machine guns, no anti-tank grenades or whatnot. Yeah, that's going to be. I mean, infantry can hide, I think, but unlike the, beyond Overlord, their hiding places are rather limited. And here's the broken carrier. Obviously, it's conscript, and I don't think it can get out. Trupin. Anyways, yeah, this guy is SOL, and he's going to be, I think, targeted the first thing by the German armor. He doesn't know what to do. If I were him, I'd get out and join these guys on the side. Anywho, yeah, same thing over in the left side. There's some minefield, as you can see. I don't think I can move it, only rotate it. Yeah, not even rotated. And there is a way to actually go into a fallback fossil placement mode. Alt F. F means France. I think all the French soldiers fought very valiantly in World War II. Especially, I know this from researching a bit about Dunkirk operation, that French really deserve a lot of credit in slowing the Germans down so that the British can cross the channel. But of course, this kind of fallback foxhole placement for the French kind of apropos for what the French are notoriously known for. They like to fall back and retreat and stuff like that, but I don't think that's true, and I think that's unfair. Anywho, enough of the stereotypes, and let's just get on with placing this artillery or the guns so that they'll be able to perform better. I think if placed behind the sandbag, they'll at least have a fighting chance against the German armor. And some of this side is blocked, so it's going to be limited. Yeah, how about in the back? Maybe it's at higher ground. It's on higher ground. Alright. It's not really that good, but if it is able to shoot better, 28 damage, or 20mm piercing ability at 1000 meters. No, not really. Just have to probably cover everybody, because everywhere, especially in this hill 186, which is where the Germans will try to concentrate its attack. That's what the briefing said. I mean, we do have the advantage of having a hill to ourselves, but yeah, it's going to be blocked on this side, so maybe advisable to move it a bit closer to really limit the asset. Yeah, see the line of sight. This is way better. Yeah, way better. And here are the mine swamps. These are the daisy chain anti-tank mines that were there to get the Germans warmed up to the idea that there are dangers under the ground, and maybe slow things down. Because this is just perfect for them to steamroll everything. And there's a machine gun guy moving to the trench. And yeah, I think that's it for the layout of the map. I think there is actually one more deployment zone here, the final bastion of sort, the white zone. There are some flak guns I see, and also crack AT gun, nice. And this is where I think they're gonna make the last stand if the Germans ever try to, manage to get through there. Alright, so I come back, show you what I did in terms of placement, and explain my reason, and get going. Get going to defend this place once again against the German onslaught. Okay, alright, so this is what I have set up so far. The flags are in position along with the AT, which I identified it as crack troop, so it's very experienced. It's binoculars. I don't know what that means, but I guess it can shoot up to the range of 2000 meters. But most of these guns in the back, white zone, is to target any of the armor or elements of infantry that may try to come between the hills, maybe split the defenses, so to speak. And these guys will be there to either shoot at these guys while perhaps the unit will be under crossfire, or if these guys try to bash through the hill, then these guys will be ready to target this as they climb up onto the trenches. I have not really used trenches before, but this is what I think is going to be used for. I mean, it still says when I click this guy supposedly in the trench, as you can see here in the trench. Yeah, but I don't know whether this is actually something that goes under the ground, or whether it is, as you can see a bit here, kind of above the ground. I like to think that the former is the case, that they're under, whether safely protected, although it says it's open ground. I think it's just a bit of a, technical limitation. I forgot to put this guy into foxhole or crater. And speaking of foxholes, oops. Speaking of foxholes, I put them a bit behind the trench lines. So these are the foxholes that I put. And it's kind of hard to see, but they're smaller than the usual crater and more consistent in size. I put one, I think here, around here, and around here, and also here. And I could have put them, I mean, it's called basically fallback foxhole, but you know, I mean, if you want to fall back too much, then it's just going to be caught in the vehicle or infantry rush that the Germans will commit to if they see us turning our back to them. So I mean, the trench is basically ruined or filled up or something. They have to go into these kind of positions. They have to run either to here in the rocky area, or go into the foxhole, as you can see. And it's a bit behind the mines, so yeah. But I don't know exactly how to use them well. I mean, first time I get to places, so hopefully it's going to work out. I don't know. Maybe it's not going to. Something that I found out is that you can move the trenches around. So you know, this is now reoccupied, so I can move it here and then put this guy instead of putting him kind of exposed or too far away from the platoon that he commands. And here's that poor guy, can't even rotate. Oh, he can actually rotate. No, it doesn't really work. Yeah, on the right side, I put as I did in the other zones, deployment zones, I put the flak guns under the sandbag or behind the sandbag, so at least they have some coverage and they'll not be knocked out right away on the open ground. And I think I put this guy in the foxhole. Yeah, as you can see, I put the guy in the crater, or yeah, it says foxhole, but I also want to allow this guy to be under the command of a very capable leader here. So I put him in the foxhole. And this guy is now under the command, but what can you do? Can't move the sandbags, unfortunately. Alright, and these guys, yeah, in the middle, it's a rather tenuous position, but there's some mines here, so I am more confident that the vehicles will not try to approach in this area. Whether it's going to probably try to push through here, because they have a mine swamp here, and then, hopefully it's gonna get caught in the swamp, at least top vehicles. Anywho, this gun seems to be a bit far away from the action, but it has a pretty good coverage all over the battlefield. Yeah, I mean, it's going to have to turn, and it's going to waste some time in doing so, but I think it's worth it to give them kind of overlapping cover. I can set the arc, place the arc, but I don't know how I do it. Yeah, cover arc, I think, here. And you can also try to make it exclusively covering the armor. I mean, these guys only have AP shells, so it's only going to be able to track or damage armor, or effective against armor. But let's see what happens. I mean, if arc is truly needed, well, then I try to use it. Hopefully it's not going to make that much of a difference. They can see everything. Yeah, they can see everything from the get-go. Unless there's some visibility problem, but I don't think it really is. Yeah, I mean, it's huge map, but yeah, it's huge map, but it's rather clear, and the weather is clear and very hot. Yeah, the Germans are going to be thirsty for some victory in this parched land. Yeah, I think I'm delaying the action a bit because I'm apprehensive about what the Germans will bring. Of course, they're not bringing the air option right away, so we're going to be under some bomber threat. I mean, the British will probably be able to also contend the Germans in the air. I mean, they had one of the best airmen in the war, so hopefully that's the case. Anywho, alright, I talked a bit too much. Let's see what happens. I have prepared. Still the resolve against the German onslaught. Well, I'm not too sure about these guys, the borders, but hopefully they'll be able to manage. Anywho, yeah, finally the spotter is also available with 80 ammo. This guy will obviously, using this targeting reference point, be able to bring down the bombs rather quickly. As you can see by the previous conflict, that's what they did. Or they can, I don't know whether this is going to be an effective strategy, but they can bring the artillery barrage upon their own men if they get actually routed here. Yeah. A very small room for success or error, but hopefully it's going to work out. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the foxhole coverage here, but let's see what happens. Like I always say, yeah, the foxholes are here and here. Alright, let's go. There's not much. Oh my gosh, yeah, you can see that. Ah, yeah, they're bringing the trucks and everything. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can definitely see them coming. And what are those? Hello, Panzer IV. Yeah, I'm just guessing. Armored car. Panzer III. Okay, so Panzer IIIs are pretty powerful, but I mean, if you've seen the last battle, it kind of subsided pretty quickly against Couplet Branch, which I hope to, you know, bring, but obviously they didn't have enough branch to go around. To drive on the right side, right lane of the road, so I mean the French may be confusing for them. Anywho, yeah, let's see what happens. I think I have some coverage against these guys, right? Yeah, but there's really little chance of kill, but they probably will be able to hit me. Yeah, side block. They need to travel a bit farther up before we can see them, so maybe I can try to hide or something. Make them come a bit closer, right? That's probably the better course of action. Kill none. Obviously some of these guns will be targeted. Yeah, and there's really no chance of... They need to probably choose the target rather well. About here, the left side. Yeah, so no chance of kills. Only perhaps if you're lucky, immobilizing them. Should I try to concentrate the fire as they come near us? Can't be so sure about that. I mean, they're definitely trying to come in this side, and this will prove to be rather annoying for them, that's for sure. But not going to be that much of a threat, at least for now. It's a pretty good hit percentage, I think. 1 in 5 is actually decent, I think. I'm not so sure. Can you actually hide though in this situation? I don't think you can. Everything's been uncovered already, so I think they know where we are. Alright, let's try to survive for how many turns? 35 plus? I don't know how that would work out. That's... Oh, let's see what happens. It is going to be interesting. The last day. Yeah, so free French forces. Fight for your freedom. With the men running too. Yeah, I can hear the Germans, it's so quiet. They're shooting. Yeah. Nothing being damaged. Shoot! Gun hit! Okay, so that gun is immobilized. Good job, good job. Are they shooting at me too? I think so. Wow. So the infantry is trying to cross where the mine swamp is, because it's not going to trigger it, obviously. And we are being hit, shaken, knocked out, one vehicle knocked out, pinned, shaken, so this is basically gone probably. Let's just focus on it. Yeah, knocked out, panic, knocked out, it's gone. But they've knocked out at least a few vehicles. And you can turn off the messages, status messages if you want. Yeah, so let's check out what happened. Yeah, so the guns were primarily targeting the light vehicles, light armor vehicles. That was rather smart of them to do so. Just leave the big tank to come to face the flags as they come near here. I think it's not. Yeah, it's probably trying to come avoiding the mines. But first, I hope that they will trigger some mines at least before they decide to funnel themselves in here where I can target with their artillery and whatnot. And you'd also, I think, time yourself pretty well in trying to use those foxholes. Yeah. And this guy is in the foxhole. Yeah, alright. And the mortar, let's check out the mortar whether they had actually did anything. They had, I think they did. No, they didn't really shoot anything yet. I think they need to actually identify the targets, I guess. So let's see what happened. Let's just check. These guys are coming. Yeah, definitely found. And look at how tiny this gun is, actually. It's not really much. It's really like a portable gun. Probably run with it. He's targeting. On the other side, you can see the gun being hit. So this PSW is out of action. These guys are running. Yeah, I think that's a good choice for them. And this is knocked out their own gun. Interesting, they brought their own gun. And here they also, yeah, they're bringing their guns in full view of the area, and this is also shaken. Hopefully you didn't get destroyed, but I think this is also being aimed. Yeah. The regular guy is in trouble. He's aiming at the gun, which is actually something that I have to seriously consider. And I'm also thinking about maybe using the artillery to bombard that position, because this gun is going to obliterate my guns if left to just pummel away. On this side, we are aiming. I think. Just check. Yeah, we are all aiming at the guns, and it's in full view. So that's right. You can hear some French sound, which is pretty cool. It's a very experienced guy, veteran guy too. So there's also this gun they need to take care of. Yeah, they brought a lot of guns. There are around 4 guns, and these guys are running away to try to find a better position. And we're trying to knock them out. Also this guy as well. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we are basically fighting long distance here. Hopefully these guys are not as experienced. Yeah, they're not actually even targeting it. So this guy has a pretty good bead on this without being shot back. Some of these guys are also being targeted. If they get rid of the panzers, and it's going to come a bit later, hopefully. I think the first turn has been rather productive. Now the decision comes whether I should be using this. Just checking things out. Whether I can. I don't think I can even target it, but let's try it out. 4 minutes, it's actually doable. Yeah, it's actually doable. So if I target here, it's going to be 1 minute, right? Yeah, 32 seconds, so it's going to... I think I'll be able to quickly revert to this area. I'm going to shoot a few artillery shells here, and then if they come here, I just revert back. along with these guys going to foxholes. How about that? That's my plan for now. And this guy's, yeah, I think this guy's in danger. Next one to go. Alright, so can you target any of these? I think it's gonna target in time. And so is this guy. Must be inside the trench, yeah. Not shooting yet, they're out of range, so it's understandable. And for now, I think I just keep to the current defensive layout. Okay, so for turn 2. Alright, let's see. So I can disable the status, but actually this is rather helpful for me. It's called warning labels. It's a new feature for Afrika Korps, or the... I mean, it wasn't available in combat mission beyond Overlord. It's really useful to turn it on and see exactly what happened. The messages do come, pop up as things happen, but they disappear rather quickly, and it's a huge map. I'm kind of surprised that the German infantry had to run this wide, expansive desert. It's a full-on rush job. Knocked out, and the mortars now shooting, as you can see. The mortars now start shooting against the infantry targets. Yeah, I hear some French targets being shot at. Yeah, abandoned. This was basically like... Oh, they got knocked out. They're just shooting at... Oh wow, yeah, it's a pretty heavy gun. They brought the heavy weapons. You're hitting them. Oh wow, okay, that was pretty scary. And still shooting at the crew of the destroyed gun. Yeah, we're... Okay, so a lot of penetration going on. I think it's probably all the PSWs that were trying to scout for us. And these guys are running away from the hill, which is rather interesting. Yeah, so all the guns are still active on the German side on this ridge. And the infantry head is reversing, sort of... Yeah, it's kind of turned away. They kind of swung around toward their left. I think he's trying to perhaps follow the PSW to shore up their flank. And here they're in full charge mode still. Hopefully this is anti-personnel mining, but who knows. I mean, there's a jam going on here. They're shooting furiously against the Germans. So let's check out what happened here. I mean, I didn't lose anybody here, but could have suffered some casualties at least. But they're shooting now, the Hotchkiss. Yeah, the Germans are now in their view. All the lines are... It's kind of hard to see right here, but it's jammed. Hotchkiss is jammed. And this is actually being targeted, this gun. Very much so. In danger. It's shooting the Panzer IV now. Wow, look at that. Look at the shells flying all over the place. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Yeah, it's gonna get knocked out pretty soon. And also this infantry, no, you shouldn't really aim at the infantry, but this guy has high explosive shell. So that's all they can do. Not really target the Panzer, but infantry and also the other guns. Yeah, but it's I mean, it's a hard target, I bet, but you know, eventually they're gonna get it. Eventually they'll be able to hit it. So the artillery really should be targeting this off-map artillery. Yeah, this veteran, so it doesn't really give... Oh my goodness, I hear artillery. Where did it fall? I'm not so sure, but... yeah, on this side, I think we are also shooting the infantry. That's probably one of the reasons why it tried to go the other way. Because at the outset of the battle, they were still trying to go into the hill. No, from the very beginning, they are now trying to support their armor, as you can see by the dust being kicked around. So front turret penetration knocked out. Okay, so let's check out the German side. It's a rather busy area now. Yeah, all the PSWs are being knocked out. which is a good sign. It's a good sign, good sign. Panzer 3. Yeah, all the penetration going on, so I think the French are doing a pretty good job. Side turret penetration on the Panzer 3. But I think the French are doing a rather good job in picking the targets. They're picking the targets where they can actually make some damage. But this is actually not a equal fight though. Yeah, so this gun is in terrible danger. Yeah, I think it's going to come under a lot of fire in the next turn. So get ready to support it somehow. Get ready to support it. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of knocked out PSWs. And the Germans themselves have some sandbags to their side, but they didn't use it. And these infantry are just a whole lot of infantry trying to rush our position still. I think full squadrons. Okay, so let's check out the German side. Some guns are knocked out. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the tanks are trying to find the nearest target that they can bring their guns or they can aim. Yeah, this is basically abandoned. This is now the PSW. Now not leading really the battle anymore. The panzers are now trying to help maybe spot for the PSWs or something. Yeah, a lot of penetration going on. These two tanks, perhaps they cause some injury. It's going to shake them up. These guys are going back. They notice something they don't like. Yeah, it's on ricochet. Yeah, so which means that this armor is just too strong, especially when it's now turning its strong side against the guns. It's a really good shot though. It's really nice shot. The French have nice things set up here. I mean, it's really set up for me to use it, and trenches and sandbags. Yeah, finally abandoned. Okay, so I think the second turn has been pretty good. Although finally, unfortunately, this carrier has been destroyed. I think one of the tanks just destroyed it. Yeah, it was just sitting duck, caught in the rocky area. And speaking of carriers, I'm still waiting for the reinforcement. I don't know when it's going to come, but I mean, Germans will also be reinforcing. Oh yeah. Poor guy, it's gone from one of these guns, I think. Alright, so let's continue on with our preparations. Yeah, knocked out and pinned. And the mortar has shot some ammo. This guy has shot 5 rounds. And these guns are still active. Yeah, aiming at our position. 3 minutes to barrage. Hopefully this is going to yield some fruit. Alright, so these guys have started shooting, especially the machine gun guys. The guns are actually now aiming at the veteran guy. Has only 27 shots left, but he's confident enough that he's aiming the Panzer 3. Hopefully he's going to be able to destroy it. It's around 771 meters and at angle of 0. He's able to penetrate around 30 or so then. Give or take 3 millimeter. And this guy has around, I mean, it's not really well armored, but still be able to withstand the, yeah, I think it's able to withstand, where is it, 50, yeah, front 50, so if it was showing its side, then it's going to be able to do it, but not now. I think the kill chance is pretty low. Let's check. Yeah, PD is 78%, so it's like really good, but kill is really rare. And as you can see, just beside it, the tank is showing its side, and the kill chance goes up to rare. Yeah, I could probably try it, but targeting this is probably easier. 78% can probably shake them up, or if I'm lucky, I'll be able to maybe stall them for a bit. This gun is jammed. Alright. Okay. So once again, I keep to the current position, not move yet. Yeah, 35 turns. This is not the end of things. More Germans will come. Yeah, I'm worried about that gun on the right side. I think it's going to get targeted and soon destroyed. So let's go there. Yeah, it's being targeted at least by one weapon. Yeah, landed really close. And it's going to get hit very soon. Look at the amount of shells. It's like basically a machine gun. Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. I think one shot is going to knock it out. Oh my gosh. Another one landed so near. Oh my goodness, this is scary stuff, folks. Yeah. Obviously, some of the shells are hitting the mines, I think. It's still being targeted by the light guns and it doesn't really know what to do. And I think the artillery is now acting up. That's definitely a German artillery, not ours. 60 seconds have passed and this guy is under artillery fire. The Germans have identified it as the most troublesome gun to be knocked out. And as you can see, one more gun has been knocked out, unfortunately. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, this is not good. I think one of the guns or shells knocked it out, definitely. Hopefully he was able to do some damage before he went away. Oh, watch out, that's actually a English guy amongst the French troops. Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was it, I think. That was a pretty accurate shot. Yeah, and this one probably finished up. That was it. The flag is acting up. Yeah, I don't know how effective it is. Let's check. I think found a new target. Infantry, okay. So still effective against infantry, has anti-tank capability. And some of these guys, yeah, still. Okay. So tanks are actually still advancing, unfortunately. So no tank has been knocked out or disabled. And these guys might prepare now. I mean, I don't know what is the German infantry doing, but if it ever wishes to rush us here, then we'll be in trouble. Yeah. Hopefully the carrier reinforcement is able to outflank these guys. And this gun is still active. Alright, so let's see things from the German perspective. What happened? I think they were pretty successful this round. They have all the time in the world, that is, because they have 35 turns to still advance, and some of the guns are still active and have a full view of the battlefield, so they can just probably push through if they want. Yeah, the flag is shooting with abandon. Wish I had some tanks to our name. Yeah, this gun is now under heavy fire. Didn't get knocked out, but the artillery is now starting on the penetration, but it's not able to penetrate or disable the tank. Yeah, these are showing the side. They're all showing the side, but not enough. Yeah, side turret. the front turret hit, but it's ricochet, so even the PSW is able to withstand these tank guns on the front. Okay. So hopefully next turn is... I don't know, this guy's not really shooting. Let me just check. Yeah. Still kind of... This guy is able to... Maybe next time. Exposure to be targeted or something, I don't know. It's kind of grouped well together, so it might cause some damage. This gun's still active. Panzer 3 has, I think, the most chance of doing some damage since it's closest. Let's do 804 meters, so let's see if I can find a better target. Here, very low. Hold down. Low kill percentages, but it's possible. What? Targeting this guy. I mean, it's up to them. It's up to them. But if they kill this guy pretty fast, then they can aim at the tanks exposed on each side. And in the back, there are certain weapons that can also aim at the tanks as they go across this area. So I think they are not really trying to attack the hill per se, but they're trying to go around and perhaps attack gear, I guess. They haven't really faced this side yet, but I don't have a lot of guns here. Oh, I have a gun. Yeah. Kill rare. None. Yes, it's really underpowered. Okay, so far, should I move anything? Should I move anybody? No, I think I just stay put. Already 4th turn, hopefully there'll be some reinforcements so I can play around with more groups. This guy will be knocked out pretty soon because of the artillery barrage now happening around it. And my own artillery is doing something, I think. But yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Maybe it should be more up here. Yeah, commanding the battlefield. Yeah, but I wanted to conserve it because I kind of thought that the battle is going to last a while. 4 turn out of 35 plus. It's going to be a long day. Last day, but a long day. It's going to be knocked out. Hopefully not. Yeah, the flak is shooting a lot. I don't know whether they have enough shells to spare. Then things get really dicey. Gun hit, so yeah, the gun is disabled perhaps, and I see low ammo already. Wow, that sucks. Here's some planes overhead. Okay. Yeah, this AA gun shooting in the air. So the bomb is not able to make it, thankfully, but it is being targeted nonetheless. And I think also, oh gosh, yeah, 6 AP left. And it's shooting all it can, but it's not able to do much, unfortunately. Okay, so I think I see another knocked out vehicle. And thankfully this guy was able to survive, which is just so... I don't know what happened, but this guy has a lot of luck on his side. Let's see what happened here. He was being targeted, actually, by the artillery and other guns. Yeah. Okay. A lot of gunfire. I think it's a Hotchkiss or something. But against the tank, it's not going to be able to do well because it doesn't have any AP. I think it has 3 armor-piercing ammo or smoke rounds. I think S means smoke, so yeah, it doesn't really do well against the vehicle, if any. It's being shot from all the place. This guy is now actively shooting at the infantry. It's also being targeted. No ammo shaken. Okay. Okay, so the Germans are congregating their force in the lowlands. I don't know whether it's a good idea, but that's what they're doing, and this gun has been knocked out, finally. Let me just check. Oh, it's already been knocked out. Yeah, so 3 knocked guns. I don't think they really suffered any damage to their heavy armament or weapons. A lot of guns are being hit, but these tanks are slowly making its way, and being targeted now by this crack guy, but it's too far. Yeah, it's just too far. There's really no way for it to pierce it unless it's really lucky and pierces the turret. It's a 30mm ammo, so it's not really that strong. Yeah. This is better protected than the 4F. Still a lot of morale, and they're fighting really spirited, but yeah, don't really have any answer for the tanks. So what I have to do is I don't know, maybe if I'm being run over, I have to probably move them back into the foxhole before they actually, you know, running over actually happens, right? So if they approach in the shooting area, like shooting distance, if these guys are being targeted by the tanks, I probably have to move them to foxhole. Yeah, I need to probably move some of these guys to foxholes along with the company HQ. These guys are, yeah, machine gun nest basically. This guy's still active, shooting, only 13 AP left. Maybe I should have conserved it and let them come first, and then opened up. Is it too late? I mean, I still do have these guns. It has 22 AP, 11 AP. And maybe I'm just, relying on luck. Maybe it's going to knock out another tank or two, then it's going to improve our chances. And yeah, I still do have this. Yeah, I should have saved up at least one gun. Maybe this will do. Shooting at the infantry. Let me just check the distance. Yeah, the tank would have to be around here for it to be effectively deterred. Yeah, 44 at 0 angle, 36mm penetration at 30 angle. And around 1000 is doable. It's doable. But kind of forcing it, or yeah, kind of relying too much on RNG in that case. So I'm still aiming at this gun. Hopefully, the gun has been knocked out, so maybe I should. Let's see. A lot of guys are being pinned. Maybe I should. Oh no, reset. Yeah, 1 minute is enough, and I think it's going to come next turn on our side. Hopefully, it's going to knock out some guns. And if these guys are being destroyed, this guy's destroyed with no shells to fire. I mean, I don't have any regrets, but yeah, still, yeah, I really see right now. I only play 5 of 35 turns, but I right now see what I should have done, what I could have done differently to improve our chances. I could have conserved the guns a bit more and then let the tanks come a bit closer, but don't really know how to measure the optimal distance, because if they come too close, then these infantry will be under fire. So kind of difficult to guess. And the sandbags are helping, I think, definitely. Yeah. Game has been pretty smooth so far, unlike the last mission, last battle. It's kind of chugging near Blenheim. Okay. Yeah, still shooting. Oh god. Oh no. Please take one, at least one tank. Shaken. I think that's for the better. I think that's multiple artillery barrages going on. But it perks up right after. Very little delay between being shaken up by the artillery that lands like not 5 meters away from it. Yeah, Stukas are still messing around. Yeah, I need to pick one target and stay with it, not turn around every time. Maybe I should give them... Oh my god, not knocked out yet. Yeah. Okay, so one gun has been knocked out, I think, in the front. And the artillery is still landing. Yeah, one gun has been knocked out. No, actually, it has already been knocked out, and this guy is finally out of ammo. Taking cover. Maybe this guy should definitely now go into... Oh wow, got injured too, but was able to shoot, empty all the shells into the Germans. I guess that's a job well done, I guess. I don't know how many vehicles he was able to destroy. Oh, he did really well. Wow, 1 infantry, 1 PSW, and 1 unidentified vehicle. So it did pretty well for itself. See what happened here. I was able to probably shoot everything. Yeah, and he's being targeted from everywhere. But jokes on you, this guy has already shot everything. Shot his last shot. And it's now laying low, perhaps being a target that you're going to target for a few more turns before the artillery wakes up. One more shot. Do it. Do it. Shoot it. Out of ammo. And was able to hit it, but shell broke out, unfortunately. Yeah, this guy is now charging ahead. And the Stukas are busy dive bombing. And this crack guy is now opening up. Yeah, it's being hit. It's targeting something. I think this, yeah, it's targeting this guy, but it's landing a bit too far, as you can see by the pot marks here. Okay, so let's just check out. Yeah, it's close, but not close enough. Oh, it's being hit. Yeah, it's being hit by this flak. This gun. So he's able to now get a bead on it. Still being shot at, but yeah, this guy's... I don't know, I can only imagine what this guy's inside the tank might feel like. I mean, it's getting like hit from all sides, and of course the shells are breaking up, but it might cause a lot of noise inside it at least. On the jam by the Hotchkiss, or yeah, on the jam. And low ammo, only one shot left, so... Oh wow, one tank knocked out. Wow, that's actually pretty good development. So who knocked it out? I mean, it was on the side. I think it was this guy, low ammo guy. Oh wow, okay. It happened so quickly, I didn't know. Okay. Oh wow, okay. I didn't notice it. Maybe from a different angle. Huh, I have no idea. Maybe it was knocked out and didn't identify it before it was evidently made clear that it was knocked out. Yeah, this guy's like shooting everywhere. Doesn't really show on the battlefield, but especially the machine gun, the Hotchkiss. There's a distinct sound that is different from the 42s and whatnot. And this guy's also not shooting yet, but I think it's going to be very variable, and he's trying to stop the tanks It happens to target the tracks, and I hear some planes overhead. Of course, there's some nasty stuff on the air. All right, so on the whole, I think we did pretty well in this turn as well. We were able to knock out a tank. That's a real plus. And this guy survived. Still has a lot of high explosive shots, so if this gets knocked out, it's going to be very unfortunate. Hopefully this guy will start firing. Yeah, it started firing. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna knock out some tanks. Or the guns. Not all of them. Okay, let's check whether I can kind of readjust it a bit without suffering any consequences. No, it is not going to happen, so it's going to be that gun. And some of the Germans are now trying to rush this position as well. Yeah, we are in firing distance. This crack guy is probably going to work overtime. Yeah, it's really interesting. Oh yeah, the anti-tank rifle is now shooting at some of the tanks. Picked a really good target. You know, it's Panzer IIc, which is basically a glorified PSW, or yeah, I think it's not really that much well armored than the scout cars. 15 plus 20. I think they put some curve improvement on it. I think the curved side is on the very front. The other flat side, it's only 15mm. So it's able to, yeah, I mean the anti-tank rifle has a chance if it's good enough. It has a lot of skill. It's a pretty interesting makeup of weapons though. Tungsten and definitely effective against infantry. Shot 6 times already. It's doable. I mean 600. No, it's kind of pushing it, I think. Its most effective is between 100 to perhaps around 200. Okay, well, good luck. Bon chance or something. Alright, so now the borders also need to attack. This guy is able to see, right? Yeah, he's able to see. So by definition, this guy is also able to target and try to stop them in their tracks, as the machine gun is able to spray bullets on them. Okay, so 6th turn. Yeah, because I don't have to move anything, it kind of goes quickly. Bir Hakeim, the last day. Yeah, didn't know that French were involved in this kind of fight, but what do I know? Yeah, so mortars definitely need to shoot. Hopefully there'll be something popping up above the German tanks. Yeah, like this. Penetration partially. That's something. Yeah, there's a lot of German infantry. Look at that. So many of them. And I think the artillery is not falling, that's why the cars are moving around. Yeah, look at that, all running away. The trucks are kind of... Yeah, I don't really see any... Oh, well, they're falling here instead of here. That's not good. These guys are not targeting anything though. So I think I should not target them anymore. Yeah, I don't think I should target them anymore because these guys are not really targeting anything. Still shaken. Is it being attacked? No. The German tanks are not really finding the targets. They have a hard time finding the targets. This tank has been abandoned. Another good news for us. As you can see, the trucks are moving out of the way. They don't want to move back because that's going to count against them in terms of points. But these guys are not really targeting anything anymore. So yeah, why waste more shells? Definitely is able to see all these guys, so it might open up after all. as the engagement gets heated here. But for now, they're not really firing. Maybe they have shot everything. These Germans are still rushing. They're represented by only one infantry unit, so it might be under strength. Or they divided their troops so as to make it, to try to overwhelm our guys. Yeah, they're taking cover in the rock patches. And a lot of shells flying around still. And this guy has abandoned the tank. Good news, 4E. It's one of the 4's. Pretty capable tank. And still a lot of tank. The penetration, yeah. Okay. 4Fs and other Panzer 4, no, 3J. Trying to aim. Yeah, vying for the hill now. They're supporting the infantry here. Now the infantry has been knocked out, that's the problem. They can still push on ahead and overwhelm us with their numbers. And now, since we are very close by, I think it's high time for us to kind of head back toward the foxholes, at least some of these guys. Yeah, okay, so they did bring a mortar. Okay, so they're targeting the mortar guy right now. Good eye. I think that's what they should do. Definitely. And yeah, these two knocked out, unfortunately. I think had a pretty sizable amount of weapons still. Unfortunately, this guy hasn't shot any round. But this guy is still keep aiming at one of the German targets, which is good. Finally, child of ammo. Okay, so I think I should move at least some of these guys back. Fallback position. And not going to aim anymore. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop aiming it and try to aim at a closer target. Should I wait until the Panzers approach here? .75mm. I don't know how effective it's going to be against the Panzers. So how long is going to be my target? 2 minutes, okay. Let's try that. Okay, so knocked out. Oh, okay, so this Panzer was knocked out. Nice shooting. Yeah, it's like 13% though, wow. It's a really low percentage. But it's going to... I mean, I trust their decision though. I trust their decision. Some of this can be knocked out or, you know, right away if it hits. Yeah, I don't know what I should be doing with the artillery. This might be the key to actually eking out a victory here. But yeah, I come back and see what I've done. I think I'm wasting too much time in preparation. Okay, so I didn't decide yet whether to move these guys back. I wanted to do it, but I think I wait until the infantry actually gets... I mean, infantry on both sides engages in a firefight, along with the tanks now shooting at the infantry. Tanks are not really shooting at any single units, so I think I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear as far as evading the, you know, the armored rush is concerned, or armored attack is concerned. Some of the, I mean, a lot of guns have been knocked out, so the tanks are making its way slowly but surely. But I still have some flags that could target the tanks, hopefully not the infantry. But the kill rate is not good yet, so... And these guys are using different ammo for... Probably this guy. These guys are using a different ammo for the infantry, so the AP ability is not compromised. This guy, yeah, shaken from all the barrages, as you can see. but was able to survive. Not being targeted by anything other than the German off-map artillery. If he's able to knock out some, you know, at least 2 more tanks, I'd be very happy. And I checked, and nobody really has any anti-tank capability. No anti-tank grenades or anything. They have anti-tank rifle that can merely stop the panzers by aiming at the tracks, if lucky. But nobody has any bundled up dynamite or bazookas or anything like that, or Piat. I don't know whether the French had the equivalent of Piat. Yeah, but first unit gets targeted by the tank, then I'm going to fall back. And maybe try to contest the German at least on one objective, rather than giving them all of the objectives. Kind of make the fight happen at one single place. And if these guys actually try to rush the position in the hill, that happens, then maybe the flak is going to be able to do some damage close range. I mean, it's not really that close, but still is able to fire. Hopefully by then I have some reinforcements. Okay, let's go. How about this guy? Okay, let's see. So German dive bombers are still targeting us. And this Panzer II-C, I think, is knocked out, but still targeting it, so I think he should target some other tank. Yeah, if possible. Maybe not, I don't know. But then it's going to be targeting the tanks, hopefully, sooner or later, and this guy has 2 minutes left still. Okay. Alright, let's see. Turn 7. Oh, I forgot to save. I hope that it doesn't portend anything. Okay, so it is turning toward the eventual target. Knocked out. Yeah, knocked out. PSW knocked out. Very good job. Tanks being targeted, but... Is this guy okay? Still being targeted by the mortar and the artillery. Yep, it is. I can hear it. Landing really close. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. I thought it was gone. Goodness, how is he able to survive this? Didn't really lose a single man. Maybe because it's that peculiarly shaped helmet that they're wearing. Oh my goodness. That was the one scary moment for that poor... it's really tight formation too. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, knocked out. Damn it, the luck ran out for this guy. Alright. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Alright, now I rely too much on the good graces of RNG, but not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, these 3 guys are all I have in terms of anti-vehicle deterrent. And perhaps this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that the artillery spotter is among this crowd. Yeah. Let's check what happened here. Okay, let's check out the... Tanks are still going, yeah, pretty strong. It's now under... I think it's now... really close range now. Yeah, very, very close range. It's able to probably see all the trenches. And these guns still active. This gun, I don't know exactly what is happening. So how many tanks do we have rushing our position? There's 2 here on our left, 1 probably on the left, and I think 2 on the right. So 3 tanks on the right, 2 on the left. hopefully the anti-tank guns will be able to stop them before they come close, but it's another luck of the draw, like RNG type of deal. And this guy is being targeted by the flag, but I think it's kind of useless. Probably need to give him another target, possibly a tank. So let's see what happens. I think there has been some casualties on the German side as well, especially this guy. Yeah, penetrated. Didn't even button up before this. Pretty funny. And he's now sitting duck, probably shaken. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's a direct shot. Yeah, still being shot at. Okay. This is knocked out. Okay, I think from the last turn. Oh, tank is now targeting. Finally shooting. I think the flag was able to knock it out in the dying seconds of the turn. I don't know exactly what happened. Just maybe it was knocked out before. Just the French were able to identify that this was knocked out after some time passed. Yeah, so this is HQ. Very important. This is the meeting place for the Germans if they want to achieve victory. Yeah, the Germans are closing in. Now the infantry is able to shoot at the guys. Mortar, yeah, this is definitely a mortar. Need to get rid of it as quick as possible. This guy is trouble. Hopefully I can aim at it. See what happens. Alright, so low ammo for this guy. This guy, 1 minute till artillery barrage on the group of Germans. Here, trying to fire the light gun, and I'm trying to aim at some of the tanks, but they're rather too far. Either they're too far or they're out of the coverage arc. This guy really doesn't do much. I could use the enemy light gun. I could target it. 73% exposed. I don't know the hit rate, but I just leave it to this guy to decide. And this guy is targeting the Panzer IV-E despite the low chance of knocking it out. But it's showing its side, so who knows? You know, could happen. I don't know. I've seen something even more outrageous before in this game, so it's worth a try. But I mean, it could probably incur a counter attack or counter fire at this position. And I have a couple of anti-tank guys still laying low on this side because not many tanks appear on this side. As the briefing said, they seem to be now, I don't know, changed course again and trying to rush this position, at least get close to it and see what happens. Yeah, definitely not this machine gunner's day. I don't know whether this is a different Hotchkiss machine gun, but already seen a couple of jams going on, knocking this guy out for at least a turn. I could try to, yeah, just stopping it is the main objective for the anti-tank rifle guys. Yeah, like this. 24%, I mean, he's able to hit the tracks and disable it, then mission accomplished. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so obviously Yeah, the Panzer is now directly in front of us. This is now a scary thing. Is it targeting us? No, not yet. Not yet. I don't know what's the hold up. I guess it's being targeted. No, not yet. But the mortar is now trying to target the tank for some reason. Yeah, it's shooting like madman. It's not able to cause any damage. Yeah, it's all ricochet. I mean, it's pretty accurate, but the mortar is also targeting the tank, I think. Please disable it. Yeah, I really can't do it. But hopefully next turn. Alright, now what happened here? Not much happened. The backside. Jam. Still jammed. Okay, unfortunately. This guy is now shooting at the tank, but not much happening. Yeah. Okay. I see the movement here, so my artillery guy might miss the mark. It's a bit too far, I guess. About here. Yeah, they're not rushing, as you can see. From the start, yeah, they're now trying to move up. It's 1/3 of the turn almost passed by, so I think that's why they're trying to do it. Let's see what this guy's been doing. They're weighing low so far. So they're trying to keep a pace with their the right flank, on their right flank. And they're moving up now. Perhaps they're gonna get some mines in their face. Yeah, they're moving. Whole group of them. So tanks are also moving. I think 4 of them. All together, 4 of them. No serious damage. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's going to cause some injury. Unfortunately, some jammed machine guns. I don't know whether the Germans know that we are not firing because of the jam, but they know exactly. We are in a bit of trouble here. We are in a bit of a jam. As you can see, our Hotchkiss. I think some, yeah, this gun is active though. So not all is lost. And we all rested and waiting for them to come closer. Yeah, is it possible? Is it time to now fall back a bit? Not so sure. I think they're waiting for these guys to actually go into the minefield. That could be their aim. 17 seconds. Could be still effective, but let me just see if I can change it. 44 seconds. They're moving, so let's just try it. Let's just try it. We're gonna get some of them at least. And I think aiming at the tanks, I don't know. I'd probably stop after 1 turn of barrage. Or 1 or 2 turns and save it for the tanks as they come around here or something. Yeah, right now still thinking about whether the anti-tank guns or rifles are going to do anything. 32. Okay. So we have one anti-tank gun, rifle, sorry. Wish I had a gun. We have a couple of machine guns here, and that's it. So yeah, we're going to get, I think, overrun. So if the tanks ever approach closer, we might have to fall back. I think I bring some of the guys back right now. So let's see, sneak. How fast is sneak? Is this guy still sneaking? Yeah, I need to move. It's not fast enough or run. No, let's move to rough and then move to foxhole. I'm not gonna move the machine gun right now. So it has to be ordered fallback. I'm going to also try to move this guy here. Trench. And also this guy into the trench. And then into the foxhole, the back. This guy's still shooting at the infantry, so I leave them be. Here I think we can still spare a couple more turns, at least until the tanks come near. And I think I'm going to aim. Oh, it's blocked. Okay, unfortunately it's blocked. Okay. I'd probably target this guy. It's closer, 100 meters closer. And I'm going to also aim it with this guy. 100 AP, so it's worth a try. It's out of range still. Yep. Let's do this. Okay, on the back. Infantry. Hitting the infantry rather far. So 4 panzers are still active. There's our 4E. 41. Kill none. All down. Doesn't have any AP around left. This guy has AP around. Side is blocked though. Oh, let's see what happens. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna get caught. Oh, immediately switched back to light gun target. Gotta make sure that, yeah, I think this guy's now. This guy's moving now, falling back. Okay, yeah, immediately being targeted by this gun. Shaken. Go back to the trench. This guy at least made it, but he's exposing himself. Gotta run now. Yeah. Yeah, he's aiming at the lower hull, but not doing too well. Low ammo. Pinned by something. Yeah, there's some couple more chances I think. And I think the artillery started falling, right? Let's check here on this side. I need reinforcements right now. This guy's running, so they know what's up. Still jammed. Yeah, it's really hard to get it going again. Ooh, here artillery or some high caliber gun. Artillery is now firing at this position. I don't know. They're missing. It's missing. It's not even close. That was pretty close. Oh, they're not crossing into the mines. Do I see any mines popping up? No, I think it's more anti-tank mines. Yeah, not much artillery action, so I probably need to readjust. Yeah. Oh, broken already. Oh my goodness, what happened to you? Oh yeah, he was just trying to cross into the rough area, but it was just too much. And I think trench was what was just keeping it from collapsing entirely. Yeah, he's able to see right away. So we have to just bury ourselves here and then make our last stand. Because yeah, we're going to have a really good result. I mean, if I reinforcement, maybe. Oh, track hit finally. I think it's mobilized, right? I'll still able to move though, unfortunately. We need to... already broken, yeah. Should have sneaked. Oh, just coming in like right away. Heading right toward the mines though, so I don't know what's going to happen. There was a mortar, I think. Anywho, yeah, the tank is actually now converging on the hill 186. The Germans have wisened up. After most of their armor has been knocked out, they know now to rush this position, and one guy has made it back pretty safely, but the other two wasn't so lucky, so this guy, I think it's mortar guy, right? No, mortar guy is now shooting. And this guy is out of ammo, and sneaking takes a long time. Just traveled from here to here, took probably around 5 turns or 3 turns. Oh yes, finally. What is this? A grant, please, a grant. Tank. Oh, hello. The little guy came here, sauntering in from the map. Hello there. Why are you here? What's your purpose here? Oh, you're spotting. Oh, okay, you're a spotter. My goodness, you're going to bring some heavy artillery action on the heads of Germans. Well, not a moment too soon, that is, because we are almost set by one of the German tanks now. Yeah, so it's pretty good, I guess. I was expecting something else, but you know, I guess this little guy would be all that is required to push back the Germans, hopefully. Yeah, wow, we are now targeting the tank fully. Hopefully he's able to do something. Kill, okay, finally, yeah, okay, nice. And this thing too. Oh, it's being targeted by the tank. Yeah, this tank is actually targeting this. This is targeting that. It's a whole complex relationship right now, and also this is targeting this with the pretty good chance, I think. Hopefully, yeah, right in front of it, that is. And hopefully this will get mine. Alright, so thanks for watching the last day at Bir Hakeim. Next time I'll be still continuing the fight and trying to see whether the mines will work its magic against the German tanks while I try to defeat back the German infantry. Hope you enjoyed watching, and next time please stay tuned.